Hello, Fan Formula. How are we? I hope we've had a good week/weekend. I excuse the fringe. I have just had my haircut, and my fringe is having a little kind of moment, and it's in its own little world. So I will be constantly like putting it in place because it's being really annoying. Um, but yeah, it wasn't the best race of the season. Not gonna lie. Even though Seb did win and Mark was also on the podium as well, it just wasn't very exciting. I kind of spent the majority of the race playing with the dog, who is here with me on the bed. There he is. Fast asleep on his little pink blanket because he loves it. So yeah, and we're kind of doing kind of joint fan formulas now. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I can't wink, so I'm just like blinking to everyone, like, yeah, wink, woo. But yeah, I kind of like these little like joint fan formula things. I'm not a couple with my dog, so it's just a little friend to have. But yeah, this is going to be like a really, really long introduction because there are so many things to say. But how great is this that, we've been brought together by this thing called Fan Formula, and we've made such great friends out of it, and we have a Fan Formula couple, which is awesome, and I'm pretty sure, we will all be invited to the wedding, whenever that will be. I'm not sure if CJ would be best man or bridesmaid. Personally, I'd like to see him in a dress. But if CJ upstaged me in a bridesmaid's dress, then I think I'm going to kick off. And I'm just presuming that I'm going to be Vicky's bridesmaid when she gets married. So, yeah. there we have it. Nice little intro. Yeah. Right, let's get on to Fan Formula before I start kind of rambling on about nothing. I'll also say, if you hear snoring, it's not me, it's the dog, because he snores really, really loud. So that will be him. It won't be me. So neutral New Delhi. It was pants. It shouldn't neutral. It's really, really awful. Right, question 1. With the amount of incidents across the season with rear punctures caused by the front wings of the car behind in close battles for position, do you think the design of the front wing need to be re-evaluated? How can they be evaluated? Because they're quite flexible anyway. I mean, we saw with the incident with Michael Schumacher and Jean-Eric Verne that they are really flexible, because his rear wing didn't even... Was it him or was it someone on the Sauber? I don't know, but they're really flexible because how they bent. So I don't understand how they can be re-evaluated. I mean, do they want them to be made out of like candy floss or a pillow or something soft? I don't know, but at the end of the day, the front wing, yes, it is for kind of aerodynamic purposes, but it is also there for the driver's safety. If they do crash high speed into a wall or a tyre barrier or whatever, they are the first, they're like the crumble zone or whatever before they get to, the driver's feet and legs in the cockpit. No idea what the dog is doing. Anyway. So yeah, I think driver's safety is number 1. A puncture is a puncture. The drivers can stop these punctures by not driving as close to the people that they're in battle with. Like, know your area. You know how big the car is. You know how wide the car is. Like, know if you've overtaken them or not. And if you don't think that you can overtake the person into the corner without causing an incident or, problem with yourself or the car that you're in battle with, whatever, then don't make the overtake into that corner. Simple. Wait until you're in A, the DRS zone, B, on a different straight or whatever, or C, into another corner. Like, come on. The Formula... No idea what the dog is doing. Formula One drivers have sense. They're not stupid people, but they're causing them all these punctures for themselves. It's don't blame the car, blame yourself. So come on, think. Don't drive so close to someone. Right, there we go. This fringe is really, really bugging me. Yeah, right. Question 2. Which moment most impressed you? The dog is doing something and he's moving the laptop, so it kind of looks a little bit wrong. Right, yes, question 2. Which moment most impressed you across the F1 weekend in India? None of it. It was probably the most boring race weekend ever. I'm not going to lie. And I know loads of you are going to be like, but you're going to Abu Dhabi tomorrow. I'm not getting excited. I'm just going to put that there. You know, that's a boring race. But it was just so... I'm just going to show you what the dog is doing. He's making weird noises while licking his paw. And it's quite strange. But yeah, back to question 2. It just wasn't exciting. I mean, yes, Seb was on pole, which, as a Sebastian Vettel fan, is great. And yes, he led the race from start to finish. Not a problem. And, you know, was on the top step of the podium. And yeah, that was great. But, you know, I was kind of hoping for a little bit of excitement during the weekend. And there just wasn't any... There wasn't any excitement at all, so it was kind of a bit of a downer race, to be honest. It was tray boring. But hey-ho, you know, we can't have kind of 20 exciting races on a calendar. 1 or 2 or 3 are going to end up to be really boring and really draining. Like, oh my god, when will this end? So yeah. Great answer for question 2. Right, question 3. What is your overall opinion on the race? Were you disappointed with the race in comparison to the inaugural Indian GP last year? If you were disappointed, what disappointed you the most? I think I pretty much covered this question in question 2. But for Grace's kind of editing purposes, I'll say a little bit again. I was disappointed with the fact that the race was so boring, that there was no excitement. The teams could have done something like, oh no, I'll tell you what. No, wait, no, I'm on question 3, not question 2. I might go back to question 2 and say question 3. Yeah, question 3. It was just all rubbish. That's what disappointed me the most. Going back to question 2, the one thing that impressed me was the tuned episode thing that McLaren do. I probably like tuned more than I actually like McLaren, and I probably prefer the tuned drivers to the actual drivers. Jensen's tuned character is awesome, and Lewis should take note of his tuned character, and maybe, you know, he might be a little bit more likable. So yeah, I'm kind of going backwards, but yeah, anyway, right. Bonus question. I'm rambling on because I have so many things to do today, because I'm going to Abu Dhabi tomorrow and I haven't packed. Oh, and I don't know what I'm going to take. Right. Bonus question. We had the return of the Crazy Frog celebration from Seb and Rocky this weekend. Hilarious. If you had just won your first race in Formula 1, what would your celebratory radio message be? I would probably swear a lot, which I can't do on Formula because it is, you know, a family show. Which I can't really say much for Vicky and Dom's Fan Formula yesterday. That was too smutty for words. But yeah, I would probably swear a lot and be like, holy bleep, I've just won a race. Oh my god, this is happening. And then I would probably, because I am a girl, I would probably break down in tears and be like, oh my god, I've just won a Formula 1 race. Yeah, and then I would just obviously, you know, thank the team and, you know, I'd make it a proper, like, Oscar acceptance speech. Like, I'd like to thank the Academy for, you know, having me here today at this race. It has been... Oh, I'm gonna fill up. Where are the tissues? Where are the tissues? This is just... I need a moment. Yeah, you kind of get the message. I'm not going to ramble on and make a complete fool out of myself, because I probably did that on the Korean Gangnam style fan formula. So we're kind of going to have quite a tame fan formula this week. But there we have it. Quite a higgledy-piggledy fan formula this week with a lot of dog action. And I'll give you another dog. Isn't he just so cute? Say hi! Say hi on TV! Hi. Oh. Gosh. Mwah. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, as you know, I am off to Abu Dhabi tomorrow. For the Grand Prix. I didn't know how I was going to end that sentence then, because I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy watching the race. I know I will, because I will be in 32-degree heat, and I'll be in shorts and a t-shirt, and I'll be getting a tan while you're wrapped up with your heating on, watching it on Sky or the Beeb, whatever preference you have. So yeah, I may be here for next week's on Formula. I may not, depending on you're right there, dog, just make yourself comfortable. Kind of depending on when I get back and if I can be bothered. Sorry, Grace, no offense, but I will be kind of really tired because such an action-packed few days ahead. So yeah, I would say look out for the Great British and German flag, because that will be me and my dear mother. But they haven't arrived yet, and it's 10 to 2, and I have to be out in a couple of hours, and then I have to come back and pack, and they probably won't be there, and if they won't, I will be pissed. I don't think you can say pissed on here, but I'm going to say it anyway, because it won't be edited in. So yeah, so I will be kind of like waving and, you know, pointy finger, and I will have my foam finger. I will be taking that to wave to Seb and Red Bull. So yeah, have a good weekend. Well, have a good rest of the week, because it's Monday. And have a great weekend. I know I will try and keep up to date with you all on Twitter, but 3G and stuff. But hopefully the hotel will have free Wi-Fi, because I've taken my laptop. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. So have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend, and I shall hopefully see you next week for next week's installment. And I will have a tan. I won't be pale, and I won't look ill, and I won't have like a horrible face. I might look decent in the next Fun Formula, and maybe my fringe will do what it wants to do. So yeah, great week. Great weekend, and off to Abu Dhabi tomorrow. Peace.